Hey everybody, hopefully this is kind of clear because I'm using my iPad and it won't let me flip back and forth between front and back view. So I don't know if you can see this, and I just don't have the time to use my real camera and edit the video. So I wanted to do a quick tour of the nursery because we added a few things and it's as ready as it's going to be for now. So let's start. I'm at the door, and when you come in, there's this really adorable carpet with all these little animals. And normally I have the chair pulled forward a little more so I don't hit the wall, but I wanted you guys to be able to see how adorable this is. And then over here we have some of the baby changing things. And I thought this one is kind of plasticky feeling inside, like it's got, the outside is more of canvas, but it's got some kind of coating. So I thought anything that's kind of wet or whatever can go in there instead of the hamper because it's right behind me, and then I can move it later. And then the changing table, which we still haven't removed the plastic because of my cats. I leave the door open occasionally and they come in here, but I have all the baby stuff. And then I made these frames myself. So they're not exactly the same as these animals here, but they're close. So it kind of ties in the carpet with some decoration. And then my husband hung these little bookshelves that we got, and the night light is on over in that corner. There's one over here and it's not on. I don't know why that one is on. I think it's because of the chair. But anyway, and then the crib, we haven't put the mattress, we haven't taken the plastic off the mattress either because the baby's not going to sleep in there for a couple months. And then, oh, one of the owls fell. That right there, that blue one. Some of the stickers aren't sticking very well and they're kind of peeling. Like the elephant, when I came in earlier, was on the floor. And the little monkeys aren't sticking so well to the wall. But we put these stickers on this weekend and it's just so cute, the little animals and everything. And then over here, this is where I've been leaving my recording equipment, but I finally removed that because baby's coming tomorrow. So we have a dresser, and this was my husband's when we met. And because I have really bad allergies, I can't use a humidifier on a normal basis. So he hasn't used it, and he's like, well, I still have it and it works, so we put it in here with the baby. So then in here, we got newborn onesies, some, what are these? These are receiving blankets. We have extra washcloths there because I have a bunch under there already, and these are just the extra ones. And then in here we have swaddles and sheets for different things, like these are for the breastfeeding pillow thing. And then down here we have other sheets, which I washed everything. I did not fold them though. And I think that's the cover for the mattress. But all that, you know, I washed it and it's all clean. And then in here, it's pretty organized. There's a couple things we haven't removed from the box yet, but we will eventually. And then also eventually I'll have actual clothes to hang up there. But I have a lot of this little elephant stuff. It's just so cute. So up here we have bibs that we're not going to need till later on. That one's empty. These are 3 to 6 month clothes, which we'll switch out later. And then these are also 3 to 6 months, but these are long footy ones, and those are no legs. Then I have hats in here, socks, the little, it's really dark, the little mittens so the baby doesn't scratch itself. We have, oop, I don't want to drop that. These are more washcloths, but these are the ones that I'm going to use to actually wash the baby in the bath or like wipe its face. They're softer than the other ones that we have. Those are for, because they're all just white, more for like poop accidents. And then we have, once again, it's really dark, the blanket or the towels for bath time. And these also have that same little elephant on them. And they're all in these little things that I can pull out easily. And then I also have this, which eventually, you know, we'll use because I don't want the baby to have a flat head. And then here I have some blankets. There's another blanket underneath. This one of my friends gave me. These cute little booties that I was thinking of taking to the hospital, but then if we swaddle the baby when we bring it home, they'll just kind of be in the way. And then I have some pacifiers and clips in here. I need to get a light for in here. And then these little air freshener things that go next to, I actually stuck one on over here. Let me show you this. I'm just gonna pull the whole thing out. So I stuck it here on this side, and I use one of those command sticky strip things that I could just take off and throw away. But not too close to the baby, but close enough that, you know, when the diaper smell happens, we'll be okay. And then up there we have one of these, it's like a little flower thing you put in the sink for when you give the baby a bath. But that's for downstairs, we just haven't put it down there yet. I'm gonna turn the camera around. Hopefully you guys can see me. So we have like a bath that, like a plastic bathtub that we put in our bathroom. I'm gonna go sit down, I'm out of breath just standing up. So the tub is in our bathroom for right now, but the flower thing will be downstairs when the baby's slightly older and sleeps a little more. And then, you know, if there's an accident or whatever, or if I'm just downstairs and I don't feel like walking all the way upstairs to give the baby a bath, I can do it in the sink. And what else? Oh, there's the little cat box. I was in here earlier sitting, and Sweet Pea came in and he jumped on that, and he was like, oh, and he sat in it, and I'm like, oh, you would. It was so cute. And I was like, get out of there. And he looked at me, he's like, what? Silly cat. But that eventually will be kind of like a toy box. And then I got that at the Container Store. And they have another one that's actually a toy box. It's like 3 times as big, and it has like a lid that collapses. Like, it all collapses down, but it has a lid, and it's made out of canvas or whatever that is. But I put that downstairs with all the toys that we got from the baby shower. And I can't believe how out of breath I am. So there's, I have some more stickers. They don't match the monkey ones exactly, but they're more monkey stickers and different animals. And I want to put some of those on the side of the crib and then on the drawers, because it'll just give it some more animals, tying all the animal stuff in together and just be cute. And then this wall, depending on how many stickers I have, I want to put something on there. If I have more stickers, then I'll put them there. Oh, and the last thing that kind of goes with the carpet and the tree over there is the little light switch. I was like, oh, that is so adorable. So I ordered that, and my husband kept saying, oh, we might put, because we have this horrible, horrible light up here. It's not going to focus. It's too bright. There we go. It's just an ugly light. He was saying that he wants to put in like a fan with a dimmable light or something like that, but maybe we'll have 2 light switches. And I'm just like, this is like $5. It's cute for now. I don't know when he's going to change out that light. So I was like, I'm going to put that on there. And I totally tried to put it on myself, and I couldn't get the screw into the thing. So he ended up doing it for me. He was just like, you just left it here, because I left it over here on the changing mattress, the changing table. I was like, sorry, but I got to sit down again. I went to the chiropractor earlier to get one last adjustment. And when I was laying on my side, I had my arm under my chest, and he pushed, and I felt my rib pop. Oh my God. I was not expecting that, and it hurt so much. And I was like, I think you just broke my rib. And he was like, you could tell that he felt it, because his eyes popped out of his head. He's like, are you okay? I'm like, that hurt. And I sat up, and it felt a little better. And he was like, here, put some ice on it. And then he used like a tuning fork to try to check to see if it was broken. And I was like, I don't think it's broken, because I would be in so much more pain. But it's just really sore. So my body's ready. My ligaments are popping and flexible, but it still hurts. And I've iced it twice since I got home, but it's like, oh. And I'm so out of breath. It's from this little like 5-minute video, but we're ready. We're as ready as we can be. And we're very excited about meeting our little munchkin. And it's been like, the weather has not been very nice. It's thunderstorm and raining all day long, and it's supposed to be the whole week, but I don't care. The baby doesn't need pretty weather. My husband was born during a snowstorm in December. So our baby is coming in to the world in a slightly more California-y weather, like a cross between California and Montreal weather. It's like, well, it's not going to snow, but it'll rain, so that's okay. But somebody asked I just saw the comment earlier, if I had any weird or embarrassing symptoms while being pregnant. I didn't see it. It was like a month ago, and YouTube, their comment thing is really weird. Sometimes it tells me, hey, you have a comment. Other times it's like I have to go in and actually look at each video for it to tell me if I have comments. I don't know why it does that. So it was like a month ago. I mean, I have gas. Every once in a while I'm like, oh, that was smelly. It like surprises me how smelly it will be, but for the most part, I haven't had any weird like cravings or any weird symptoms. And part of that I think is just because of the gestational diabetes. I'm on kind of a strict diet with that, so most of the stuff just doesn't give me gas, but every once in a while I will fart and I'm like, whoa. I'm like, where's the air freshener? And my husband will complain. I'm like, you're smellier than I am all the time. I'm like, don't even complain. And then I'm just not out and about very much because of Corona. So I just stay home, and I haven't been like out somewhere where I farted and I'm like, oh my God, that's so embarrassing. And even if I did, I look very pregnant, so I wouldn't even care. People would be like, oh, she's pregnant. I think the only time that I was actually embarrassed was my husband and I had pancakes one day, and he insisted on real maple syrup. So I had bought some like 2 months before, and I didn't see on the container that it said you have to refrigerate it. I assumed it was more like the Aunt Jemima kind, you just throw it in the cupboard. Well, we used it, and then he went to get some more after like the second round of pancakes, and this little piece of something came out. It looked like a little green leaf, and I was like, it was that mold? Yeah, real maple syrup goes bad when it's not refrigerated. And like maybe an hour later, we were walking around Target, and I bombed, like, what do they call it? Crop dusted. I crop dusted every department. We were looking at something, and then I was like, oh my God, it was quiet, but it was stinky. Oh, it was so embarrassing. I'm like, we got to go somewhere else. And then we went to another department, and the same thing, the entire Target. I felt so embarrassed, but nobody heard it, and there was nobody around when I did it, just me and my husband. But then other people walked by a few seconds later, and I was like, I hope they don't know that's me. That was embarrassing. That's the only time I've been out and about in public and like crop dusted and been like, wow, that was really bad. But during the pregnancy, I've just been home a lot because I don't want to chance getting sick. So I haven't really been embarrassed by anything. And my husband's usually in the office working, so he doesn't hear or smell anything either, unless it's like at night and I walk by him and I'm like, oops, sorry. But even then, it's like, yeah, he doesn't get mad or say anything. He might be like, oh, that was smelly, and I thought yours didn't smell. But that's about it. I'm so out of breath. But yeah, so once again, to my friends who are watching, thank you guys for the virtual baby shower. It was awesome. And my baby is super, super loved. And I feel very loved as well. And I'm going to cry. Part of it is baby hormones, and part of it is just that you guys are so awesome. And I appreciate it. And tomorrow, I'm so not going to make a video at the hospital. They have a strict no recording policy, but I will take pictures and stuff of the baby anyway. And I'll probably like do little videos, but I won't upload them. I'll do something later when I have a chance to put everything together. I'm so out of breath. But yeah, we're excited, and our little munchkin's coming tomorrow. So I probably won't be on for at least 2 weeks. I know that. Like, I already know I'm going to be too tired to like make a video and edit or anything like that. But on Facebook, I will upload some pictures and stuff, and because I could probably do that from my iPad, so that'll be easy.